Day-o. Day-o. Daylight come and me want go home. Day. Me say day, me say day, me say day, me say day-o. Daylight come and me want go home. Welcome back to Every Disney Movie Ever. My name is Jess and I'm watching Every Disney Movie Ever. Today I'm going to talk about Day-O. Day-O is a 1992 Disney Night at the Movies television release. It is directed by Michael Schultz, cinematography by Isadora Mankowski, editing by Christopher Holmes, music by Lee Holdridge, and it's written by Bruce Franklin Singer. Everybody but Christopher Holmes I've covered in a previous video. They were listed and linked in the description. Christopher Holmes is best known for Tears of the Sun, Conan the Barbarian, The Patriot, and 5 Easy Pieces. The film stars Delta Burke, Elijah Wood, Charles Shaughnessy, David Packer, and Fred Dalton Thompson. Delta Burke plays Grace Connors and is best known for designing Women, What Women Want, Any Day Now, and Women of the House. Elijah Wood plays Day-O, and he's best known for Wilfred, The Good Son, Flipper, and the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Charles Shaughnessy plays Ben Connors, and he's best known for The Magicians, Mad Men, The Nanny, and Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire. David Packer plays Tony, and is best known for Almost Heroes, Strange Days, RoboCop, and Intrepid. Fred Dalton Thompson plays Frank and is best known for The Hunt for Red October, No Way Out, Sinister, and Baby's Day Out. Day-O is about a woman named Grace who, when she was little, had an imaginary friend named Day-O because she felt so neglected by her father. And then once she's older, she still feels very neglected by her dad and her brother, her younger brother, who she didn't want when she was little. And she finds out she's pregnant and is dreading that. And in all the stress, Day-O, her imaginary friend from when she was young, comes back. The film received actually very higher end praise from critics, but they all said it was adults would enjoy it more than children would, because it's supposed to be, it's a Disney movie, so it's family friendly, but the critics all, the consensus was that adults would enjoy it more than children would, and that it was above average. At the beginning of the movie, you meet young Grace, and she's upset because her mom is going to have a baby, and her dad wants it so desperately to be a boy, and he pretty much just neglects her because of how badly he wants it to be a boy, and then it ends up being a boy, and so she gets an imaginary friend named Day-O, and etc., and then you meet Grace when she's older, and she works at her dad's business where she does everything, and she's always covering for her brother, but her brother gets all the credit, etc., etc., and then she finds out she's pregnant. It's an accident. She doesn't want to be pregnant. She's dreading it. And in all this stress of not being heard and being invisible, Day-O comes back and she has to deal with her imaginary friend Day-O. And people think she's nuts. And there's a lot of funny moments in the movie. I did enjoy the movie. It is definitely more for adults. There were so many sexual innuendos or sexual content for that matter. They blatantly start to do the do, and then you see them after the do, and that's in a children's, it's for families, it's Disney movie night, which was nuts. And then there's a scene where Day-O's flipping through channels and he lands on something where a guy goes, "Oh honey, you were incredible," and she's like, "Oh," and she's like, "Now," and she changes the channel to a Mickey and Minnie cartoon, which is very sweet. But it's definitely more for adults. It's definitely a more driven adult storyline. I mean, it's a grown-up woman who's pregnant trying to deal with all of that. But it was very sweet. It was very sweet. It was a very sweet movie. I cried good at the end. When her and her dad were making up, it was beautiful. When Day-O left, when she saved her niece Corey, it's a good movie. It's not great. I'm not oh my god, the movie was so incredible, even though I cried good. It just made me feel, but it wasn't incredible. It had some genuinely funny moments, but it wasn't it wasn't the best written, and it wasn't the best acted. Elijah Wood did great. Elijah Wood has to be 8 in this movie, and this is definitely the youngest thing I've seen him in, even though apparently The Good Son, he's really young, and I haven't seen The Good Son, don't come for me. But he was excellent in the movie, but Delta had some moments where I was like, that's not very good acting at all. So, But yeah, okay, I've said enough. That's it. That's everything I have for Deo. I thought it was genuinely sweet. I thought it had really funny moments. I cried real good. The end. My final rating is 7 babies out of 10. Our total movie count is. Our cry count is. Parent death toll is the same. If you want to keep up with the movie I'm watching when, follow me on Instagram to you'll find out movie I'm watching when. I put out videos every Monday and Friday and sometimes Wednesday. Sign up for my Patreon. I'm serious, because there's extra content coming. There's extra content on there. You get early access to these. So, like, go sign up for my Patreon. Woo! Okay. Yeah. Until next time, comment, like, subscribe, and not much love you are, so you do, and don't be. I mean, like, everybody learns their lesson. The brother's kind of a turd blossom throughout, though, so I guess don't be the brother. Yeah, don't be Tony. Ooh. Okay. Dang. I had a moment.